see if y'all heard Trump did a speech where he compared Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech to January 6th. I had to do a video about it. I had to. All right. You know, it's not only a slap in the face to Dr. King and his legacy. It's not only a slap in the face to his family. It's a slap in the face to all the people that worked to make that event possible. It's a slap in the face to just how non-violent King was. They talked about he was in a speech and the guy hit him in the head, he was bleeding, and he didn't have the man charged, and he was just like, talk to the young man. So I was talking to him, you know, and the other thing we've had, that we heard that Dr. King was very peaceable. He was a gentleman. He had his faults like everybody else. But Dr. King's, my grandma always said like they had to do their due. Like the deacon in my church used to say like they had all the money, all the power, all the weapons back then. Black people really couldn't do nothing about racism, about acts of violence in the black community. And that's true. And it just gets me how they can say to you that, oh, you know, they compared it to when King's speech was about peace and it was about, you know, the, you know, black kids sitting down with white kids and everything okay. I think that I mean, even if you want to be really nasty about it, I don't think that gets the bull he thinks it'll get. I think January 6th was thought of as a violent rally at the very least, at the very worst, an insurrection attempt. It was an attempt by people to, I believe, attack the very bedrock of democracy and to put fear in people's hearts, to scare people. Yeah, they had weapons, you know, and we know that now. Republicans lied about everything then too. They had weapons. Officers that have been killed, officers that have been suicide, officers that have had to retire because they just got beat up so badly, you know. I think that to see things like this, it's really a slap in the face. It's insulting and it's embarrassing that, you know, that this is what they do. It's an embarrassing thing. I was just thinking, something hit me. I said, there's no way in the world that there's some 20-year-old kid, you know, fresh out of Harvard or Yale or Stanford or Rutgers, that's writing this kind of trash for Trump. So this says what? This says this is Trump doing this. This is once again Trump just going, I'm going to call it going rogue. Going rogue. You know, just saying what he want to say, you know, and just his talks are like a comedy stand-up hour. Right, it's like comedy stand-up hour. I'm here to say what I feel, god damn it. You know what I mean? That's it. And one thing from day one with Trump I've always thought about is he's alone. He don't really have nobody to kind of hold his tongue, to tell him, don't say that. Don't do that. He just says and does what he wants to do without any fear of consequences. And then when he does face consequences, it's the deep state. It's the left. It's just like, I wonder if Trump ever thinks about the fact that a lot of the country agrees with that. And that when you do this kind of stuff, and you say these kind of things, and you're not attacking Google or you're attacking the left. Because you're saying, I want to say things that are disrespectful, but the powers that be will not let me do it. And I think that's like a blindness almost. That's a huge portion of the country that feels that way, and Trump just doesn't care. He just does it time attacking people, and you know, he does it time after time. It's like, don't you understand? You know, even if you feel like that, it's kind of like Hillary Clinton with the deplorables talk. It was right, but she had no business saying it. And I'm pretty sure if she was the review talk the other night, she would say that. She would really say it. It was true. God, it was true. You know, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a humanitarian. And, you know, there's been stories, he was doing a speech and a guy, young white man, hit him over the head with something. There's pictures, I think, of it. And he didn't get the man arrested, he just talked to him. And other times, things, he's in a shoe store and something happened, you know, all kind of stories like that of him turning the other cheek and choosing to be the bigger man and choosing to rely on morality and find the humanity in every man and speak to the humanity in men. And that's something about Trump that he's never done. Trump is a divider. He's a divider. He's always a divider. He's a liar. And it's just something that gets me that he can say that. It's almost like there's something Trump wouldn't say. It isn't disrespectful. It's a sort of a cultural blindness that Trump has, and I just wonder if it's funny, but it's sad. My brother said that, you know, they'll have like a white Martin Luther King, a white Malcolm X eventually, and basically white folks change history. We got a white pharaoh, right? If dress fits, you might well go ahead and put it on. If you got a white pharaoh, I know Egypt is in Africa, so they have basically saying they pervert things. They take stuff after a while and they'll pervert it. A white Jesus, right? They'll pervert things to mean something else. That's how I see this moment with Trump saying that he got the same amount of views as